Within the ruins of Hyrule Castle Town, the once bustling market now sits abandoned, overrun with re-deads. The buildings and alleyways we could explore as a child are no longer accessible, with the exception of one, the guardhouse. If we head inside, we'll find a new NPC, known as the Poe Collector. For those that don't know, Poes are ghosts that you encounter in-game. When you defeat one, you can capture it in a bottle and sell it to the Poe Collector. Or if you're gross, you can drink it. Anyways, if you talk to them, they'll tell you that this is the only ghost shop in Hyrule, and business is booming thanks to Ganondorf. Now, many characters we meet in Ocarina of Time as a child are seen again as an adult, leading many to wonder, who is the Poe Collector? The most popular theories I could find say it's either the Happy Mask Salesman, the Castle Guard in the Guardhouse, or Graveyard Boy. Let's talk about the Happy Mask Salesman first. They say he's harvesting souls for his masks, explaining why the Poe Collector will buy Poes from you. For evidence, they note how the designs on the Poe Collector's clothing and Majora's mask seem to be Sheikah, and the Happy Mask Salesman owns a Sheikah mask. Also, they both wear purple. I think the idea of him harvesting souls for masks is pretty cool, but the evidence is extremely weak. In Majora's mask, the Happy Mask Salesman stays inside the clock tower, while the Poe Collector is found around Ikana Canyon. They seem to be two separate characters, with no in-game lore suggesting otherwise. And even if the Poe Collector's clothing pattern is Sheikah, I don't think the Happy Mask Salesman having the Mask of Truth implies any kind of connection between the two. Furthermore, the existence of Termina is debatable, so any evidence from there is questionable. But that's a rabbit hole for another time. So with that said, I definitely think the Happy Mask Salesman has some dark things going on, but not this. So this theory is out for me. Next, let's look at Graveyard Boy. The main theory around this seems to be that because he likes creepy things, hangs out in a graveyard where Poes are found, and has a stick, that he's the Poe Collector. Now, if you watched the video I did about Graveyard Boy, then you'll know I go by what the developer said in an interview, that Graveyard Boy turned into a Skull Kid in the Adult and Downfall timelines. But let's ignore that for the sake of the argument. The game tells us that Graveyard Boy is obsessed with Dampé, and wants to be just like him. He's also a goody two-shoes, and he'll even yell at you for messing with the graves. So to me, it would make more sense that he would have stayed in Kakariko Village, where he was seemingly happy, maybe even taking over Dampé's job one day, instead of opening a ghost shop in a town full of re-deads. I also think him watching over the graves while Dampé sleeps goes beyond just playing pretend, and shows a level of respect for the dead, which is a stark contrast to the Poe Collector, who keeps souls locked up in a cage. So Graveyard Boy's personality doesn't match the Poe Collector's at all. And let's talk about the stick. This stick is often cited as definitive proof that these characters are the same, which seems ridiculous. Dampé walks around with a shovel, and Graveyard Boy emulates this by carrying a stick. It's just a prop he uses while he plays. The Poe Collector seems to use their stick to keep the locked up Poes in line when they start straying out of their cage. So for them, it serves more of a job-related purpose. It's also worth pointing out that it's not even the same stick, and having a stick doesn't imply a connection. From what I've seen in-game, sticks aren't exclusive. I found tons of them in my playthrough, more than I could carry. I even used them a few times. And I'm not the Poe Collector. Or am I? I'm not. And I don't think Graveyard Boy is either. So let's talk about the Castle Guard. To support this theory, people point to in-game dialogue that they say strongly implies he became the Poe Collector. The first piece of dialogue is this: "Man, I am so tired. The night watch is so boring. I wish some ghosts would come out or something. Hey, I'm really interested in ghosts. Studying them is a hobby of mine, but you never know. The time might come when that kind of knowledge might be useful." The other piece is this: "Man, I am so bored. Things would sure be more interesting if there were more troubles in the world." Hey, that's just between you and me, okay? Anyway, maybe we can let off some steam by breaking these jars. So we have a person that says they're really into ghosts, has been studying them, and also wishes there were more troubles in the world. Sounds familiar. There's also the Triforce symbol on the Poe Collector's clothing, a symbol not only tied to the royal family, which the Castle Guard serves, but one that could also symbolize Ganondorf's rule, which the Poe Collector is obviously supportive of. I believe that the in-game dialogue is enough implication on its own to assume that the guard is the Poe Collector. It's better evidence than the Happy Mask Salesman wearing a purple outfit and having a Sheikah mask. It's also better evidence than Graveyard Boy liking creepy things and carrying a stick. What if it's not any of them, though? There's another option I didn't bring up yet. When we see the Poe Collector, maybe it's our first time meeting them. Seeing a character as an adult doesn't necessarily mean we met them as a child. Maybe the Poe Collector is just the Poe Collector, and we're all just grasping for connections that aren't there. So like I said, I think it's the guard, but what do you guys think? Do you buy into any of these theories, or do you have your own? Let me know in the comments. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe, it really helps a lot. As always, thanks for watching, I appreciate all the support. Till next time.